Hi everyone. I figured I could post 100 times on my melanoma page, and I guess it's just easier to talk about it in a video, but I'm not doing this video out of pity or for anyone to feel sorry for me. I'm just getting kind of tired of hearing from people, doctors, not like any of my friends or anything, but that melanoma is just skin cancer. Oh well, you cut it out, it's gone, you're done. No. If you think about it, your skin is your largest organ in your body. So this cancer, melanoma especially, is one of the very few cancers that there's really not that much awareness out there about it. Because honestly, I thought, oh well, if I get a melanoma, I get a melanoma, whatever. They cut it out, it's gone. No, it's your whole body. Melanoma can travel to your brain, to your lungs, to your liver, to your, it can go, it can go anywhere in your body. It's because it's in your skin. It goes through your bloodstream. It goes everywhere. And the scary thing about it is you can go from a stage 1 or a stage 2 to a stage 4 within 6 weeks. It is one of the fastest, most deadliest cancers there are. And I don't think too many people know about that. And that's what's scary. Because honestly, I had no clue. I thought, oh, well, cut it out, be gone, done, and I can handle surgery, so I'll be fine. But now, right now for me, it's more emotional, more mental than anything. I'm pretty good at going through all the surgeries and everything. Like I had one today over here because for some reason I had a mole grow out of nowhere. It wasn't there one day, the next day it was there, and it became severely atypical, but it was already in my melanoma scar. So I had to go get that cut out even farther. But at this point, I really don't even care. I'm covered in moles, and I've been covered in moles my entire life. And yes, I did go in tanning beds. I did do stupid stuff, get sunburned, because like I said, I had no idea what melanoma actually really was, and I wasn't scared of it. So I'm mostly posting this video, and I'm going to post others too, because I just don't think there's that much awareness out there about it. And honestly, it's like I said, it's mental, it's emotional, it's because you don't know. It can travel in 4 to 6 weeks. And, for me, I went because I had a mole on my back that was bothering me. It kept getting stuck on my bra strap. So I noticed it in December. I scratched it and it bled, and it literally looked like somebody stabbed me because my whole shirt got covered in blood. And I was like, okay, whatever, let it go. So I got insurance in April. In May, I made my first appointment. So it was May 2nd. I had a dermatologist appointment. And I honestly thought about canceling it that day because I didn't want to go. And thank God I didn't. Because when I went there, I just wanted that one mole removed. And she found a couple more moles that she did biopsies on. Oh, there's my dogs barking. But they called me back on May 22nd and told me they found 2 melanomas. My heart dropped. Like, I literally remember exactly where I was, exactly what time of day it was, everything. My world just stopped for a second. But melanoma goes by depth sometimes. So the one on my chest they found was 0.2 millimeters, which isn't very deep. The one on my back was 0.8, which is deep, but not that bad. So that, to where, my doctor did not think it would spread. He said anything 0.8 and higher, or 0.8 and lower, I'm sorry, doesn't normally spread to your lymph node. So out of how they do everything is they remove the melanomas, so you go to a surgical oncologist, which that word scared the crap out of me. So I went and I got my 0.2 removed, my 0.8 on my back removed, and he took a sentinel lymph node biopsy underneath my left armpit. Well, I waited I think it was May 22nd, I found out that it did travel. And he was very surprised and shocked because normally, like I said, they don't travel unless they're 1 millimeter or higher. Well, the weird thing is my 0.2 millimeter on my chest is actually the one that spread to my lymph node. And my 0.8 millimeter on my back didn't spread, but the 0.8 on my back saved my life. Because if I would have just had a 0.2, the sentinel node biopsy that they're supposed to do, they don't do unless it's a 0.7 or higher. So that 0.8 actually saved my life, because if I would have went with that 0.2, millimeter melanoma. I could have been stage 4 within a couple months or a year, who knows how long from now, and it wouldn't have got caught until it was too late, and I would have had to be on treatments and everything else. Well, my mitotic rate, your mitotic rate is like how fast the tumors grow. Mine is extremely low, which is a really good thing. It's a 0.01. So anything 1 millimeter and higher, and these 1 millimeters are driving me crazy, but 1 millimeter and higher of your mitotic rate depends on what kind of treatments they will give you. So right now I'm stage 3A, which is good and not so good. I mean, no cancer is good, so 3A is just, I can handle that, I guess, for right now. But 3A, if my mitotic rate was higher, I would be on immunotherapy, like Yervoy. They could even have put me on Keytruda, which makes you sick. It boosts your immune system to fight off all cancer cells that could be hidden anywhere inside your body. So my doctors, I go to UVA and I go down here in Virginia Beach, and they all recommended that I don't do any treatments because it would just probably do a little more damage to my body than what's going on right now with all my surgeries and stuff. So I have to do the wait and watch. And the wait and watch kind of stinks because I have anxiety, panic attacks, the whole 10 yards right there. So I don't like to wait and watch. I want to know what's going on. I want to fix it, and I want it to be done. So what I have to do now is I get a brain MRI every 6 months to make sure it didn't travel to my brain, which I'm surprised they did find nothing up there, thank God. My dad even said he's surprised they found a brain, but yeah, it's up there and it's doing good. But I have to have a PET scan, which is fine. It's when they put it's kind of some type of sugar. I forget what it's called right now, but they put this stuff into your blood, and it makes anything in your body that's cancerous or anything like any nodules, anything they find, will light up on this PET scan. It's a PET CT scan, and it's really not bad at all. They just give an IV. You sit there for like about 45 minutes till the sugar and stuff runs through your body, and then you go into the into the CT scan machine, and it's pretty simple. But the worst thing is your anxiety waiting for your results, which normally you can get within. The doctor will get that night, and they'll call you either the next day or you go in for your appointment and they check you and tell you what's going on. Well, in mine, of course, my lymph nodes lit up, but that was only because I had surgery and he removed 20 lymph nodes all together under my armpit, which is still completely numb. I can't feel my armpit. I'll get shooting pains up my arm, which they hurt for a second, but it's really good because right after the shooting pain comes through, I get a little bit of feeling back in a certain area. So it's just kind of a shock. Like you can be walking or doing something, and all of a sudden you get a shooting pain, and then you get feeling back. So hopefully, he said by like next year, I'll have feeling back under my arm and everything. But I just want to say, like, it's very, very stressful, and it's a lot of stress on my family. Like, I mean, I just got married in February, and my husband, of course, has been awesome, but he's not used to taking me to these doctor's appointments every day. I swear I have like 5 or 6 a week. I mean, I could have 2 or 3 in one day, and he works nights, so it's really tough on him to take me. And of course, I didn't want Julian to know everything that was going on with me, but he had to hide behind a car the one day when I was talking to my dad, and he heard everything, and so I explained it all to him. But it's just something that it can change in the matter of a second. Like, you don't know. So me, like, having the anxiety that I have, it's very, 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 very tough. And like, my next PET scan is in December or January. He hasn't told me yet, but of course I'm already nervous for that, just to see if like it's spread anywhere, because if it spread to another organ, that's an automatic stage 4, and that's when I have to start treatments. And I'm scared to death to start any type of treatment because I am not good with medication. I hate pills. I hate medication. I feel like I have every side effect there possibly could be. So I know that's going to be a little rough, but I'm going to be able to do it. I have a lot of people that I love and that are pushing me through and help me out on a daily basis. But, like, I don't look sick. I mean, I look like poop right now, honestly. But anyways, I mean, I don't feel sick or nothing like that, and which is really good. But every little thing, like I'll get a cold. I don't know if it's cancer related or if it's actually just a cold because I have no idea. And I feel like I'm blabbing on and on and on because I could talk about it forever. It's just, I want people to know that all it takes is one skin check. Like, go get your skin checked if you've ever been sunburned, ever went to a tanning bed, especially like if you're susceptible to like a lot of freckles or, you know, like me, I'm covered in moles. I even have them on the bottom of the palm of my hand. Like I have them everywhere. I had another melanoma on my toe, which he told me it could have been from walking in the sand. I burnt my foot or something. Like that one was only in situ, which means like it was just on the skin, so it wasn't that bad. But I go every 2 months now for my skin checks, which I have one on Monday, and they're just going to start taking all my moles off completely, which that's fine with me because I have too many to keep track of. I can't keep track of, you know, if it changed or if it turned colors or whatever. And that's pretty much how my life is going right now. It's going good, but it's just doctor appointment to doctor appointment, waiting on scans, getting my skin checked, and, you know, which I don't understand how I got my skin checked in Pittsburgh when I lived there so many times and I never had any biopsies. But all of a sudden I moved down here and it's just like, boom, melanomas everywhere and moles everywhere. I don't get it, but that's just how it's going for me. But I also just wanted to say that if you have any questions at all, I'm not like any expert on this. I'm just telling you what I'm going through. I mean, I know a lot of people have it a lot worse than I do. But so nobody gets to where I'm at right now, because I wouldn't recommend like this type of anxiety on anyone. It's awful. Please leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them as best I can. And thank you so much for supporting me and for everything I'm going through. It's really, I feel so bad because so many people have it a lot worse off than I do. But I'm just trying to raise awareness because melanoma is not just skin cancer. It is the most deadly cancer there is, almost, like it, because it spreads everywhere and it spreads fast. So it's something you always got to keep your eye on. Your skin is very important. So my first thing of advice for anybody is just make a dermatologist appointment, because sometimes they see things that we don't. You know, and not to mention, like, my melanomas were not black, and they didn't follow the ABCDEs of melanoma. They were 2 brown spots, 2 circles, like, completely round spots. They were not oddly shaped, they were not red, they were not black. They were normal looking. So you just never know. But thank you for listening. Sorry, I was only planning on this video being like 2 minutes just to let you know that I was going to start making them, but I guess I like to talk. Alright, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me. Bye.